Hello and welcome to more Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles. We are up against a viewer, Eduardo, from Discord. So if you would like to be a part of the last few rounds of Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles before Ultra Sun and Moon come out, don't forget to join my Discord server. The link is down below. I will try in the next week and a half, basically, until Ultra Sun and Moon come out to get as many of these done as possible. Now, as for this week, I might not be able to do any more this week. I might be able to do one more battle during the week, but this is kind of a busy week for me. But next week, I will try to cram in as many as I reasonably can schedule. Maybe 3? Maybe? Hopefully 3. Before Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon come out. Then I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break as everybody kind of gets settled into Ultra Sun and Moon. I'll be doing some more, hopefully, how-to competitive how-to competitive videos, or other similar how-to videos with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And it is in addition to an Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon Wonderlock that I'll do on Twitch. But anyway, for today, we're actually doing a mixed OU battle, but I have brought with me today a brand new team I'm testing out. It's actually a team I conceived of a while back with Strakahiro's help to come up with a monotype team of, well, normal type. So, just to give a quick rundown of what these guys all do and a little bit of review for me, because I have not tested this team out before. We have Snorlax, our physical wall, hopefully set up with some Curse and Rest Sleep Talk going on there. We've got Heliolisk, which is just, you know, special sweeper, really fast, pretty good special attack, and choice specs is what it is. A Mega Pidgeot, which I'm really excited to use. I've never used a Mega Pidgeot before, but I'm hoping to take advantage of that No Guard for some 100% accurate Hurricane and Heat Wave. Got Uproar, of course, for more stab, normal type damage, and Heat Wave, no, U-Turn for pivot. And then we have Wigglytuff, a special wall, also set Stealth Rocks, and just there for kind of fairy type coverage against those fighting types. We have Mimi, our Ambipom. You know what Mimi does. Mimi does Mimi. In this set, running Pursuit to trap people who want to switch out, and Acrobatics for coverage against fighting types. And we have Judgment, the shiny Silvally. A normal type Silvally in this case, just here to do big damage, and Parting Shot for pivot powers. So, with that brief rundown done, let's go ahead and get started. Let's not keep Eduardo waiting much longer. So I'm not sure, you know, this is obviously being monotype. These Pokemon are from many different tiers. So, I don't know how they'll do against an OU team, which is what Eduardo was bringing. Generally, my battles are mixed OU. So we'll see how we do. I'm gonna see how we go. So what do we have here? We have a Registeel, a Medicham, probably Mega, Dragonite, Nidoking, Rotom Wash, and Volcanion. So, let me think about this for a second. I mean, my best bet in general is always to start with Mimi. I can pivot on out of there. I outspeed most of these things. And because the Rotom is not Ghost type, I would do pretty well type-wise. The only thing I'm wondering is if he decides to lead with the Registeel and set Rocks, that could be a problem. I actually don't have... well, I have Heat Wave on Mon too, the Pidgeot, so I still think it would be good, or I could go Silvally and Parting Shot things, but I feel like Mimi could go in and fake out. The only thing is, if it's Mega Medicham, well, Mega Medicham is going to be the main problem here, as you might guess. If I have something, does Wigglytuff have Protect? I just checked this. I have Protect, so actually that would be a good way to get around Mega Medicham. I will lead Mimi. It's a little bit of an obvious split. I mean, I actually have a couple of options. I could lead with Silvally and go for Parting Shot. I could lead with Wigglytuff and go for Stealth Rocks. I could even lead with my Pidgeot and just go right into the U-turn, but I want to kind of save Pidgeot if possible. So I'm going to go ahead and lead with Mimi. The only thing I have to be careful about, thinking about this, with the Registeel and the fact that, you know, Pidgeot is kind of my main sweeper here, my main powerhouse here, I gotta be careful about Stealth Rocks if they get set up. So that could be a problem for Mega Pidgeot, but at least with No Guard, I can kind of jump in, do a lot of damage, and at least do something. So I'm only regular weak to Rock, so we'll see. So there is the Rotom Wash. I feel like I'm alright either way. I'm just gonna fake out because it's free fake out. It's probably my best bet to scout, because he can't switch into anything. I mean, he can switch into the Registeel to resist, but he's not going to. So let's see what kind of damage we do. A nice 1/4 of damage. All right, so I need to check. Are you gonna go for an electric type, a water type move? If you go for one of those, what's my ability on you? Dry skin. So really, I could U-turn on over into Photonic, my Heliolisk. That might be the best bet here, because I am a water immunity. I'm definitely going to U-turn on out of here with Mimi, because this set does not run double hit, which I was debating whether to keep Pursuit or run double hit, which might have been better in this instance, but I got Pursuit in this case. I don't think he's going to switch out, so I'll just U-turn. I don't get boosted damage on the U-turn, but I still do almost another 1/4 of this Rotom's HP. And if you're wondering, with Acrobatics, I don't get the item boost, the no item boost, because I'm running Life Orb, but I get, I still get the Technician boost, which is like if I did the reverse, if I did the normal gem set and did the no item boost on Acrobatics, it would be more powerful, but it wouldn't get boosted by Technician and neither would my other moves. But anyway, I am gonna try to make a prediction here. Go into Photonic. Heliolisk is not the bulkiest, but even if he goes for an electric type move, I should be okay. We'll see what he does. There's the Will-O-Wisp, and that is unfortunate. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world. Because I did send out a special attacker, so we're okay still. We're still okay, and got the leftovers. So actually, without the leftovers, between U-turn and fake out, I probably would have done half damage. So really, all things considered, it's not too bad for Photonic to be burned. It's not the best case scenario. Best case scenario would have been him going into a water move, but let's see. He's got one electric immunity. So I say I go for a Surf. Well, he has a water absorber, so really it doesn't matter. I think I go for a Hyper Voice. It is Stab, and it's really powerful. And I am Choice Specs boosted. That'll do the most damage to everything except Registeel. So, let's see. He's gonna go for Withdraw. Gonna go for Marble is the Registeel. So, you called me out pretty well there. Now, here's the question. Do I hard swap into Pidgeot? Now, being a Registeel, I can't remember if Registeel is physically or more specially defensive. Being a Registeel and being resisted, that was decent damage, but... Alright, who do I want to send out here? Really, the only one who can take you on is Pidgeot. But I think what I'm going to do is swap into Silvally. I'm going to swap into Silvally and Parting Shot it. He might set up rocks here, but just in case this thing wants to Stone Edge or something... There's the Stealth Rock. Yeah, which is unfortunate, because now that's basically on the field for good. Which means I might have to Parting Shot him a couple of times. This might not be a very offensive Registeel, honestly. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna Parting Shot, though, for sure, because I can't do anything else to this guy. I mean, I could set up Swords Dances, but it wouldn't do me any good. I could have run Fire Fang on it, to be honest, because of, I don't know, I could have used more fighting... fire or ground type moves on this team, come to think of it. Oh, it's right, he's got Clear Body. Doi, should have had a V8 moment. And he Toxics me. Okay. That was my bad. I can't believe I forgot about that. You know what it is? You know what it is? I know the Regis have Clear Body, but the only Reggie that actually has a Clear Body is Regice. So, there's a tangent for another time. But that was a bad misplay on my part. So I'm going to... I can't lower his attack, so I'm going to either have to go into Pidgeot. Do I have anything else that can hit? I could go back into Photonic. Yeah, I think I have to do that and go either Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. I just got to keep pivoting. But I can't keep pivoting with the rocks, so never mind. I don't know, but I am going to come out and see what he does. If he has an Earthquake, then that's a problem. There's a Seismic Toss. Alright, this is going to do neutral damage. Basically, though, I think I'm going to let Photonic take a dive here. I'm just going to go Thunderbolt, go for as much damage as I can get. He could switch into Nidoking, for sure, but then I could... Well, I'd have to swap out again. I could just go Surf, but then he has a Resist and a potential and an Immunity. I'm going to try for the Thunderbolt. I'm gonna try for the Thunderbolt. There's a Protect. There's a Protect. And I am locked... this is bad for me, because I am locked into Thunderbolt now. Between the burn and having to switch back into rocks... I know Nidoking's probably coming, but I think I have to do it. I can't go for Surf, because I've already chosen my move. So I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt again. He's gonna bring Nidoking back out. I know he is. But I don't know, I couldn't switch in again. I couldn't switch in again. I could've, I guess. That was probably a bad move on my... I don't know. Basically, unfortunately, Photonic is DOA now. If I could switch in and get a Surf going, I don't know. I think who can take... Actually, I don't know if this is a physical or special Nidoking, but I'm not switching my Fairy type in against this Poison type. I don't have anything for him. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go for Snorlax. This has been a series of misplays on my part. Well, only 2 really bad plays. I probably should have just made the switch right then and there, but I was afraid with the rocks. Oh, that's a bad sludge. It was a crit. I was gonna say that was a nasty sludge wave right there. So I think what I gotta do is I think I have to rest right away, unfortunately. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'll rest and then I will get either get some Sleep Talk Body Slam or some Sleep Talk Curses. Either way, it should set me up pretty well. But that, unfortunately, him being a special Nidoking and him getting that crit didn't help me in any way. I'm sure it's Life Orb Sheer Force. I'm in a lot of trouble here. I can't believe I forgot about Clear Body. I didn't have a whole lot of things. The problem is Pidgeot is the only thing I had that could take on the Registeel. He crit twice? He got the double crit? Okay, now that's just crazy. Alright, so here's what I could do. I don't know if Photonic's gonna survive, actually. Is he gonna take burn damage right now? Okay, no. Alright, let me play out this scenario. He could switch to Volcanion, in which case I should go for Thunderbolt. But then I'll be locked into Thunderbolt if he doesn't switch, and I'll die. Or I could go for Surf and he could go for Volcanion, and then I won't do anything, and then I'll be locked in, and then I'll die. Or I could go for Hyper Voice, and then it'll bring in Registeel, and I won't do much. I think Surf gives me 2 out of 3, my best chance, because, go for Registeel, please. Okay, go in for Registeel, so at least I'll get some damage off. And if I live through the burn was nerfed, so I might live for one more Surf. It's not gonna do too much, but I mean, it's something. It's chip damage. It's about all I can do. At this point, the unfortunate thing is that Registeel just walls me so much. He could switch for Volcanion, but it's not a big deal because it'll just heal him, and he's already at full health with Volcanion because he hasn't sent it in yet. So I'm just gonna do this again. He's gonna Protect. Oh yeah, that's right, he could just Protect. Haha. Alright, but I really had no choice but to do this because... I don't know. I played myself into a corner. So I'm really just trying to do my best with a bad situation. The 2 crits in a row is really unfortunate. Is it possible he wasn't Life Orbed and he was something like Scope Lens? I doubt it, but I think I have no choice but to send out Montu now and just go for some Heat Waves. He forced my hand way too soon. Actually, and I'm not running Defog on this thing because you're purely offensive. So I'm just gonna go for Heat Wave. It is really all I can do. It is really all I can do against Registeel. So I needed a way to get in Pidgeot, but unfortunately I had to lose 2 Pokemon to do it, so I am in a very bad way right now. This Registeel is a problem. I mean, I knew I was going into this, I knew with my ragtag team I was gonna have a problem. Hindsight, I should put a fighting move on somebody. I should put Fire Fang on Silvally, and I should put I don't know, Earthquake on Snorlax, I guess, would be my only choice. Oh my gosh, why do you have to remind me, computer, that my Dropbox is almost full? I actually don't care. I actually don't care right now. You don't have to know. You've notified me before. And I am badly poisoned. I really hate to waste my Pidgeot on this. I really hate to waste Mega Pidgeot on this, because Mega Pidgeot gives me so many... has such good coverage against other things on his team, but I have nothing else that will even make a dent in this Registeel. You're gonna go for the Volcanion, right? And you're gonna go for the Quad Resist? Yeah. You know what? Go ahead. I'll do something to you, because you don't have Flash Fire. You have very precious little damage. Alright, but considering this is the only answer I have for Registeel, but the Stealth Rocks put a timer on me anyway, I pretty much have to resign myself to the fact that I have nothing for Registeel. I have absolutely nothing for Registeel. Especially not if this thing goes down. I'm just gonna go for Hurricane, though. I am just gonna go for Hurricane. Because the rocks, I really can't do much else. And there's the Steam Eruption. We're gonna die. Right here. And there's my only answer to Registeel. I really can't do anything. I couldn't do anything before, though. I am probably gonna get 6-0'd right here, just because I did not, I don't know, I made some bad plays, but also I have nothing else for Registeel. The Registeel walled me. I could have gotten Pidgeot in. Maybe I should have just switched the Pidgeot in on the Stealth Rocks. But it probably would have still been a losing battle. But Mimi is gonna go down trying, darn it. She is gonna crit fake out the Volcanion. Mimi, I should not underestimate you. I never should underestimate you. Mimi is just doing her best. She's doing her best to help her team. The biggest loss is... Well, I had to waste the Heliolisk early, but the biggest loss is having to lose Snorlax to 2 crit Sludge Waves in a row. If either one of those Sludge Waves had not crit, I could have set up a rest and potentially gotten something out of Snorlax. But he had to crit twice in a row, which is, admittedly, I'm a little bit salty about that. Everything else that went wrong so far has pretty much been my fault. But that one thing, that one little bit of luck that I could have used to potentially keep it a little more even, it didn't go my way, so that's unfortunate. But I mean, hey, it's how the game goes. Sometimes literally everything goes your way, and sometimes the exact opposite happens, and everything in between. So, I'm gonna sit here and see what he does next. I mean, I'm assuming he would just go for Registeel. But I don't know what else he has planned, because I have absolutely nothing for the Registeel. I think I might just have to... Okay, who's Mango? Dragonite. Alright. Do I U-turn? I'm gonna U-turn the Dragonite and go into Wigglytuff, because I feel like I have to. What does Dragonite get besides Steel Wing that Wigglytuff has to be worried about? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and break the multi-scale there. I can only bring Mimi in probably one more time between Life Orb and Stealth Rocks. But I'm gonna bring Guildmaster out. I might have a chance if I set up my own rocks. I might. It has a weakness policy. I mean, I kind of figured that. Which means I don't really want to attack this thing. I forgot about Frisk on Wigglytuff, actually. I didn't even realize it was an ability. I know I realized it was an ability, but you know what I mean. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead Stealth Rock. He's gonna go Roost. Get back up to full to get his multi-scale back. That is a deviously good plan, actually. Alright. Unfortunately, I can't just outstall this guy because he's got some Dragon Dances going on. I'm gonna go Wish. Which, to be honest, I should have done sooner. And I don't want to hit this thing, but he's already +2. He's already +2. What do I want to do? I could get Mimi back up to full. Alright, I'm gonna do something dumb, but I need to be desperate here, because I need to save Guildmaster in case I can get the Dragonite to swap out and back in. I'm gonna switch in Silvally, potentially sack him off from almost full. But I hope to get Mimi the Wish HP Restore. Either that, or I live by a little bit with Silvally, which I won't at this point. Oh, he's gonna Dragon Dance again. Well, at this point, it doesn't really matter what I do. I could start setting up myself, but it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at all, and I'm gonna get hit by poison damage anyway. It's not too much yet. Okay, I'm going to try to live and break his multi-scale, which I won't live, so you don't have to worry about it. There's a Fire Punch. A +3 Fire Punch is gonna just... Oh, it didn't destroy me. Well, I'm gonna get a little bit of damage off here. Actually, for being multi-scale... that was pretty good. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna send back in Guildmaster. Unfortunately, I am a special wall, not a physical wall. But I am going to... Is he going to Dragon Dance again? I'm gonna protect just in case he doesn't Dragon Dance. To give myself a chance of living. He's gonna Roost. Oh, that's right. That's right. He's gonna Roost and just be back up to full again. That is kinda busted. I'm not gonna lie, that's kinda busted. I mean, it's because I don't want to take that bait. I don't want to take that bait and hit him with an attack. So he's gonna Fire Punch. Can I live? No. Alright, well that's all she wrote. I can get a Fake Out with Mimi, for what it's worth, but he's back to multi-scale. Unfortunately, this battle on my part was kind of a nightmare from the get-go. I made some bad choices, but also, his team did outclass my, well, the Registeel in particular kind of outclassed the rest of my team. But that's kind of, I knew that going in. I knew that I would have this challenge, taking a mixed tier team, because I'm doing Monotype. And also one of the difficulties of having a Monotype team. But, you know, this is my first experience. I want to do more battles with this Monotype team, and actually, I might ask if anybody else, I would ask if other people want to do Monotype battles. Because it would be, you know, more even-handed, but whatever. GG, Eduardo. You outplayed me there. I had some really, really stupid choices early on, so I have to take the 5-0 there. I have to take my lumps. The one thing, because I think Snorlax could have gone head-to-head with the Dragonite, because I could have cursed up to counteract his Dragon Dances. So the only thing I'm upset about is if the Snorlax hadn't gone down to those 2 crits, it could have come out different. But anyway, you know, I like to overanalyze these things, you know, whether I win or whether I lose. I like to kind of look back at them a little bit too much. I do think what I would like to try to do is, not for this week, but for any battles I do next week, I'd like them to be Monotype. So I'll ask people to prepare Monotype teams and then hopefully do battles against them, only because I feel like trying to go in against a standard OU team with the Monotype team might not work out so well, and also I haven't tried out this team very well, but I do think I know a few things I want to do differently. I want to put Fire Fang on Silvally, I want to put Earthquake on somebody if I can, so I just need some more answers to Steel types, because really Pidgeot's the only thing I have for Steel types, and maybe consider putting Defog on somebody, but that would be hard to get access to, I don't know. I don't have a Rapid Spinner, so I might just have to deal with the hazards, but regardless, I want to change up some of the moves. I definitely think I need to put Fire Fang on Silvally, but man, I forgot about Clear Body. Forgetting about Clear Body and getting those 2 crits pretty much destroyed me there, but it is what it is. If you guys would like to do viewer battles, I might do another one this week. I won't ask for Monotype team if I do another battle this week, but probably next week I'll be looking for another Monotype team. So anyway guys, in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. We are 1.5 weeks away from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and that's pretty much all I can think about right now. But in the meantime, I hope to see you again next time for more Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles.